Hey everyone, so today we'll be doing an in-depth explanation about virtual reality. So by the end of this video, you will be able to identify the definition of virtual reality, how it works, 5 different examples, the current importance of virtual reality, the advantages and disadvantages of it, and how virtual reality technology proves to be effective, also the conclusion of it. Hi, my name is Kirutika.
My name is Divyashni.
And my name is Prisha Parvati.
And we'll be taking turns to enlighten about these topics.
We're gonna have a quick look at what is virtual reality. So virtual reality in simple words is referred to as VR, which is an immersive experience that can give you the impression that you are somewhere else in time or space. VR can be applied to entertainment, education, and games. So for games, the example of games is Minecraft VR. It is a multiplayer or single user game. And another game that many of y'all may know is Iron Man VR. It is a first person shooter combat game. VR is a computer generated environment with scenes and objects that appear to be real, but in reality it's actually not real, and it makes the user feel that they are actually immersed in their surroundings. So for example, when we speak about games, you might play the game as a person in first person perspective as a player, but you are not actually in it. It is what you only see, and this environment is perceived through a device known as a virtual reality headset or helmet. So later on you'll be having a deeper look on what are those devices. So VR is the use of computer technology to create a simulated environment which can be explored in 360 degrees.
The next part is how it works. The way our eyes detect and interpret sights in the real world is analogous to how two images are sent through the lens, one for each eye. Additionally, by subtly shifting the display material in reactions to head tracking data, visuals in VR headsets appear to move side to side to simulate a 360 experience.
A few examples that defines VR. First is Oculus Rift. Oculus Rift is a VR headset that is designed to connect to a high-powered PC to enable advanced computations and graphic rendering. Next is the Samsung Gear VR. This is a VR headset that developed by Samsung Electronics in collaboration with Oculus VR and manufactured by Samsung. Third is the HTC Vive, that is known as Vive. It's a VR brand of HTC Corporation. It consists of hardware like its titular virtual reality headset and accessories, VR software and services, and initiatives that promotes applications of VR in sectors like business and arts.
So the next one is Google Daydream. It is a discontinued virtual reality platform which was developed by Google primarily for use with a headset into which a smartphone is inserted. The last one is Google Cardboard. It is an inexpensive handheld device that powers a virtual reality experience using almost any smartphone running cardboard-enabled apps.
So now we're going to look into the importance of VR in modern world. VR technology now makes it feasible to experience things that don't actually exist through a computer. A popular technology called virtual reality offers many different industries an opportunity to take a risk and imitate actual presence in both the real and made-up worlds. A computer-stimulated environment is created by this immersive technology and the developments present cutting-edge fixes. Innovative technology has broken down barriers and is being embraced by a new variety of industry verticals to develop new marketing and communication strategies. Naturally, virtual reality technology increased the game experience, but it wasn't just for the gaming sector. Businesses from a variety of industries are becoming more and more involved in the importance of virtual reality. A fresh route to achievement in the modern world is provided by VR technology. So right now we are moving on into the current importance of VR. So the first one is about the expansion of the sectors. So it's basically about the development of VR technology that accelerated during the last few years. Diverse industries have used VR technology, which has introduced new media marketing strategies. Second, we're going to talk about brandings. By using VR technology, some brands put great effort into developing a distinctive user experience. VR immersion technology assisted the company in branding, ensuring strong brand recognition.
The third one is the consumer headsets. VR technology guarantees user satisfaction for a range of consumer headsets. Using VR technology, specialists create plans based on intended user population. The next part is engagement. VR technology provides a perfect platform for grabbing the interest of potential users. The technology guarantees sustained user engagement.
Okay, so now we'll be discussing about the advantages and disadvantages of VR. So first off, we have better than reality. What do I mean by better than reality? For example, the visuals seen in VR are far more better than reality, which means it is much more clearer. Virtual reality technology is used in video games, and the person in the video game feels like as if they are in another world. In video games by VR game controller, transmission of vibrations and also other sensations has been done. So other than that, the sound and graphics in video has been incorporated into VR. It also gives a good gaming experience to the user. Secondly, VR is also used in various fields, for example, military, education, and healthcare, and also real estate. The customer does not exactly have to be in the specific location to view the house, since VR has a 360 feature. So the fourth advantage is virtual reality is a tool to connect with people. For example, you get to communicate with the people you don't know in real life, and it helps you form new relationships in efficient manner compared to the real life. So it is a great tool for introverts that are very shy to get out there to get to know people. So the fifth advantage, which is effective communication, is kind of connected with the fourth one. Effective communication, so by connecting with people, we tend to have conversations, which then leads to communication with one another. And by communicating with each other, we get to enjoy the conversations between each other. And it gives a new experience of communicating with new people. And as for the last advantage, users tend to have an awesome experience. Since virtual reality is all about experiencing things that is more than in real life, which is let it be from the location or the sounds or the hearing effects or visuals, everything is more heightened and more better than real life. And for example, it could be used for disabled people. um, this person could not be able to walk, but by the help of VR, they could experience how it feels to walk, how it feels to move around and all that. So while virtual reality has its advantages, it also comes with its disadvantages. So the first one is high cost. One of the main cons of VR is that it's not possible for everyone to afford it. It is very costly, and most people these days would not be able to afford it. Secondly, communication should not be replaced for group of people. The third disadvantage is that users might get addicted to VR. They might tend to get addicted to what is not real, which is the virtual world, and they might neglect what is real, which is the non-virtual environment that is around them. And this addiction can cause various health issues to them. So the technology is still experimental in virtual reality. Although it might sound all good and promising, but not every single development is fully developed or is fully been accepted. The fifth disadvantage is that training in VR might not be real. For example, this person could be training to shoot in the virtual world, but when he gets to the real world, he might not be able to shoot as precisely as he did in the virtual world, and this might be a problem. Lastly, we have feeling of worthlessness. Users might feel that they are often escaping from the real world, and it is proven to be dangerous sometimes.
Let's look into how virtual reality technology proves to be effective. The first one is virtual reality technology immerses the audience or users into the virtual world generated by the computer. The second part is virtual reality simulates the vision with a perfect approach towards creating an impressive 3D environment.
To summarize this whole topic, the most reason VR technology is beneficial to many different businesses. Effective VR company tactics guarantee growth through increased visibility and reach. Therefore, it is accurate to say that VR plays a huge role in modern society. The effectiveness of VR technology will gradually be embraced by varied enterprises of all types and sizes, who will then compete by developing efficient and potentially potent strategies. Don't undervalue the significant or possible benefit of VR technology.
That is all from us about VR. I hope that you have gained knowledge about virtual reality.
Thank you!